Hey, welcome back guys and gals. Hey, last video, that's what we installed there with the kitchen sink. Showed you how to do the water lines and hook everything up. So this video, what we're going to do is a garbage disposal. We're going to hook it up to the sink here. All right, there we go. That's the hole you get when you get your sink. Some things you're going to need. Plumber's putty. You definitely have to have that. And right here's all your parts you're going to need. And what we're going to do, this part, it just sits in like that. And what we're going to do is put plumber's putty all the way around there. And I'll show you what that should look like when you're done putting the putty on. For you guys that don't know, this is how you even out your plumber's putty. And you have to excuse dirty hands. I've been working on some other projects. So that's how we do it. And then we just wrap it around. Don't worry about overlapping. Kind of just tuck it down there a little bit so it don't fall off. Make sure your Insink aerator where it needs to be, and just force this down. Okay, now what we're going to do next, we're going to install this. Well, this will go first, and then it'll go up against the bottom of the sink. And then this, and of course your snap ring. And make sure you have a screwdriver to tighten them up. And when you tighten those up, it will also force this to come down. After tightening things up, this is what you're going to get. Plumber's putty. Put it back in there for your neighbor to use. Let me show you what it looks like underneath. Okay. You got some plumber's putty and a rubber gasket on your plate. Don't forget that O-ring up there. And then tightening your screws tightens everything down. So once you get this together and you find out you still have a little bit of a leak, you can come down here and tighten those screws up a little bit. As you can see, I damn near got all mine bottomed out right there, so it should be pretty tight. We shouldn't have any leaks, so we'll see. Okay guys, once we have this undermount installed, we just want to slip our ring right over top of this bottom bracket. And then tighten it up. I'm just hand tightening it right now, but normally I'll have some maybe a channel locks or a little hammer and we'll tap it. But what you want to do, just make sure everything's lined up. And like what you can see here, I'm going to have to get a 90 inch and a half. Cut this back, put a 90 on it, and that should do it. You might have to cut this hose down a little bit, but other than that, I think we should be okay. Okay, well, looks like we're going to need a few parts from the store, so to be continued. Yes, when you're doing plumbing projects, you got to make a couple trips to the hardware store. All right guys, and we're back. So what we ended up doing, bought a couple of these, and I grabbed the wrong one for the garbage disposal because it's got a flat lip on it. So we just kind of jerry-rigged it instead of making another trip back to the hardware store. But this will work just fine. We had it on the old one and didn't have any problems with it. So there we go. We'll run it, see if there's any leaks. And if there is, we'll make sure we edit that part. All right, guys, there you go. That's how you reroute a garbage disposal. Be prepared to make a couple of trips to your hardware store. You're not going to just do it in one trip unless you got some extra parts in the basement. So anyway, there you go. Wasn't too bad. About 10-15 minute video. Real time, about 3 hours. That's just how it goes. But anyway, guys, once again, thanks for watching Jerry V channel. Give me a thumbs up, hit like and subscribe, and see you on the next video.